Yes, let's get into the fit because, yes, the blazer with the fur. Yeah, it's giving legally blonde, but, Shakira edition, dark skin queen edition, how it should have been, to be honest. Period. I'm done now. I'm done showing off. But, yeah, let's go. Welcome to the Shakira Merriam Show. I'm your host, Shakira Merriam. And today we're going to be talking about something I saw on Instagram. Child, there's this actor. I didn't even know his name at all, but apparently his name is Jamal Willard. And he played, I guess, B.I.G. in the Notorious B.I.G. movie. I mean, I did watch the movie, but I didn't think it was really that good. If I'm being honest, you can't really give a biopic when there's a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of lies. So, either way, whatever. He was on a podcast and he was talking about his dating preferences and why he chooses to date outside of his race, and he wanted to have a real conversation with the room full of black women, by the way, about this. So I want to get into what he said because he said a lot, and when I looked at the comments, a lot of black men were agreeing, and I assume this is black men that date outside of their race, so he was kind of explaining their way of thinking, so I just want to get into it because it's very fruitful and, yeah. Anyways, let's get into it.
But I was dating outside of my race because they was doing things better than my race. I'm
like
gonna keep it 100.
Define better.
Well, not better because I know where she getting ready to go. Not better.
I know you said they were doing things better. I want to know what better meant.
Not better. I'm gonna change that.
I'm trying to save you for the
I know
people,
you is. That's
for the
what
culture.
I'm saying. Not better for the culture.
There we go.
Right. Not better. I was dating Puerto Rican. I was dating Dominican. I was dating African. I was dating all type of other really size American black. Right? They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable
Give me some examples.
Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different. Like even my Indian one was from Syria, one of them countries over there, right?
He don't even know what country. He just knows she foreign. Please pay attention to that. Please. Because a lot of times these black men who date outside of their race, they will sit up here and praise other races and they don't even know about the culture. They just know that they're not black. And that's all they care about. So let's be fucking for real here. Because you can't even tell us the country, nothing. Like you over here like she's from... Yeah, no. All you cared about was the fact that she was not black. But let's continue.
I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like, if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Rue Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or a Colombian. They don't care about nothing. They care about you and your household. Even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, but sometimes we get tired of hearing, Birkin bags, sushi.
Do you think that's fair? Because I feel like there's a certain type of woman that does demand that.
Right.
And to me, I think it depends on the bait you're using and where you're looking. If you're going to go get a model from Instagram that got the BBL, the snatched in stomach, and has all the things that check off money hungry and surface, you're going to get that. If you're going to meet a girl and through different ways and ask different questions.
I just want to pause real quick because Claudia is speaking facts. She's speaking facts. And I love her, by the way. She follows me on Instagram and she's been showing me support since before I started my podcast. So yeah, she's with the Unfiltered fam for sure. But back to what she was saying in this clip, I really want to touch on the fact that she was talking about how, you know, if you go for a certain type of woman that demands that stuff, then you're going to attract that type of woman. And it's clear that, like, this man, you know, he's going for the Instagram models of the black girls, you know, because I think a lot of people will associate the Jada Waiters, the Ari Fletchers, and I'm not saying they're like this, but like the influencer baddie girls, they'll associate that with all black women. And it's like, that's not all black women. That's just the black women you're going for. So that's why that's your experience with us. Because there's a lot of black women that are not like that. There are a lot of black women that don't demand a lot. Okay? So for me, it's kind of just like you're going for a certain type of girl, and you also have to pay attention to how you carry yourself. If you're flashy the way you are, you're going to attract that type of woman. But let's continue.
Important to her.
I'm not doubting that, but I'm just talking about even if you look on just a regular dating app and just look at what a woman may state that she requires. You know,
you see what I'm saying? You're looking on a dating app, like you're not looking at the black women that represent black women. You're looking at the desperate black women who are looking for a sugar daddy. That's what you're looking at. That literally, you're talking about fucking dating apps. Like, bro, when has dating apps ever been the place to find love? Can we please? When has that? Have you ever got married to somebody you found on a dating app? And if you did, that's great. But I mean, I know it's very uncommon. Okay, my first love I found on a dating app. Yes, and we dated in 2019. Yeah. And what was I? Probably 18, turning 19. And yeah, I don't know about y'all, but that's the year and the age that you meet the fucked up nigga. And I met him on a dating app. So, you know, I don't know why we talking about dating apps like that's a reliable source to find good women. Period. Not just even black women. So, but let's continue.
And I'm saying these things because it feels as if social media again is the barometer. Okay, and it's the comparison, and when you're comparing yourself to all these other women, and of course, even with the BBLs, because I'm like, that's fine, but I mean,
what's BBL? I'm sorry,
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, okay.
And there's no shade to women that have.
No,
I'm just
I was
saying.
wondering.
You see what I'm saying? He's talking about BBLs. Not all black women have BBLs, and other races of women get BBLs. Like, they're talking about a specific type of black woman, and they're trying to make that the masses when it's not the masses. That's only a small number of them. And typically, those type of black women go for black men like that. No shade.
Girl, the shade of it all.
He's dressed just like a rapper. Like, he probably lives the lifestyle of a rapper. So it's just like, what do you expect? That's what you're gonna attract. And him talking about, oh, with other races of women, you know, they don't require us to do too much. When black men say that, I hope black women do not internalize that and make you feel like you need to lower your standards or anything. You are totally fine. Okay, because let me tell you something. Other races of men don't have a problem with black women and whatever we so-called demand and our standards, whatever. Okay? When black men say that, what they're trying to say is black women call me out on my shit and these other races of women let me do whatever the fuck I want. I don't want to hear, just like he said in that video, blah, 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 When I do something wrong and I need to be held accountable, sometimes I just want to be a fucked up nigga in peace. That's what they're trying to say. In translation. No shade. Okay? And I know that because when they get with these other races of women, like we all know and like we've all seen, they don't treat them any better. Sometimes, or most of the time, I don't even know why I'm saying sometimes. Most of the time, they make them baby moms, and if they do get married, they often get divorced very quickly, and it's a very ugly divorce. And I'm sorry, but for a group of men that talk so much shit about black women, I'm sorry, but you guys have the highest divorce rates with every single person you date. Literally. First of all, you have the highest divorce rates when you date outside of your race. And then when you date black women, you have high divorce rates. And when black women date other races of men, we don't have high divorce rates. We actually have the lowest divorce rates. And we have the highest success in marriages when we date outside of our race. So when you do the math, every time black men marry, they have high divorce rates. Every time black women marry, when they date outside of their race, they have the highest success of marriage. And when they date black men, they have pretty high divorce rates. Who's the common denominator here? And no shade, but I'm pretty sure you guys are leading in narcissistic personality disorder. So that's another thing as to why, for the masses, you guys don't take accountability and just do what you want. But I just think it's funny how, you know, black men will say stuff like that to try to gaslight black women. Like, oh, other races of women don't require this and they don't require that. It's like, boy, let me tell y'all something. I want to show y'all something I saw on Instagram. And this is crazy because I didn't even see, I saw this like 2 days apart and I said, wow, see, this is exactly why. So let me play this clip for y'all. Hold up.
Yeah, you don't pay rent. Of course.
Never pay you. You'll never get my money. You'll never get my money, silly. You better go work overtime like I told you.
Why would you not pay your kids' bills? Your son lives here.
You better go work overtime like I told you.
Your son lives
You
here.
better go work overtime.
Your son lives
You better
here.
go work overtime.
You don't care where
You
your
better go work
son?
overtime.
You don't care about your
You better go
son?
work overtime.
Why?
Better go work overtime.
When I have a man.
Better go work overtime.
Why? There's
Better go
a
work
full-grown
overtime.
man
Better
sitting
go
at
work
home on a
overtime.
game all day.
You ain't about to threaten me.
But I have
You better go work overtime.
Threaten you?
You ain't ever about to threaten me.
to pay a
Go work overtime. Go
$75
work overtime.
utility bill
Go work overtime.
or
Go work
leave my
overtime.
house that you don't pay for. That's not
You
threatening.
ain't about to threaten me. Sorry. Go work overtime.
That's not threatening.
Go work overtime.
That's not
It's either that or
threatening.
this. Girl, I'll never
Yeah.
pay then. I'll never pay. Whoa, you'll never get my money, stupid. What you talking about? The fuck you still talking for? You'll never get my money.
You've lived
What
here
you
2
saying?
years.
You'll never get my
for
money. It's
free.
either that or this. You'll never get my money. Never.
Okay, well,
Never.
we're good
I'm not
now.
getting used. I'm sorry.
You're not getting used. You're
I'm
using
sorry.
me.
I'm sorry.
You're
I'm sorry.
using
I'm
me.
sorry. Shut up. Shut
You're
up.
using
Shut
me.
up.
You are
Shut up.
using me.
Shut up.
For living here
Shut
free
up.
every day.
Shut up.
Lived here 2
Shut
years free
up.
and you can't
Shut
even pay a
up.
$75 bill.
Shut up.
Why can't you
Shut
pay the
up.
utility bill?
Shut
It's
up.
simple.
Shut up.
I'm not asking for
Shut
fucking
up.
$1,200 in rent that I
Shut
pay
up.
every
You ain't
month.
getting a dime.
I pay
You're not getting a
$1,200 in
dime.
rent every
You're not
month
getting a dime.
without your
You're
help.
not getting a dime.
But why'd you
You're
claim
not getting
Cartier
a
then?
dime.
Why'd you claim
You're not
Cartier
getting a
then?
dime.
Why did
You're
you
not
claim
getting a dime.
Cartier? Why did you claim Cartier?
You're
then?
not getting a dime.
Okay, that's
You're
fine.
not getting a dime.
Why did you
You're
claim
not getting
our
a
son?
dime.
Why did you
You're
claim
not
our
getting a
son?
dime.
You're broke. That shows
You're
you're broke.
not getting a
You gotta
dime.
go on the
Well, just as I thought, trash.
And that is a white woman and a black man that have been together for years. And by the sound of his voice, I don't want to assume, but he sounded a little bit, you know, gay. So, I will say that is very common with men who date outside of their race, oftentimes it's because they're fighting a battle. And the battle is the fact that they truly want to be with a man. And white women are oftentimes the best women to have by your side while you're trying to stay in the closet. Because a black woman would clock it very quickly and bounce on your ass very quickly. And as you can see here, he's treating her like shit. He's talking to her very disrespectful. He's just not being a loving husband or boyfriend or whatever he is. Do you think any black woman would put up with that? Would let a man talk to her like that and have her in her house living rent free? I've never seen a black woman put up with that. I've seen black women have horrible standards. I've even seen black women let a man live under them, but definitely not talk to them like that while they're doing it. So it's like these black men, they get to do whatever they want with these other races of women. So that's what they're really trying to say. When they get up on these podcasts or when they get up on videos and they talk about how other races of women are better because they're easier and softer, this is what they mean. This is what they mean. They mean, oh, those women let me disrespect them. Literally. Because oftentimes those women don't have standards because they're dating black men because the men in their own community don't want them. And they feel insecure about that. And they date black men to also feel like they have a one-up on black women because, oh, I took your man. And they use that to boost their ego. And then both of them get along because both of their insecurities project onto their hatred for black women. So, like I said, I just thought this was interesting. I saw it on Instagram and I wanted to talk about it because, a lot of times, like I said, these black men, they be speaking in code and it's like, nigga, just be for real. Just say that these other races of women let you dog them out. Just say that and call it a day. Don't try to gaslight us black women, try to make us seem like we asked for too much because that's not what it is. So what if she asked to go to Ruth Chris? Nigga, just set the reservation. It really ain't that hard. Well, what's the problem? You have the money for it. I don't understand. If you were going to book another place that was the same price, like what? Like niggas just trying to be difficult. I don't know. But either way, I love y'all. And I will see you guys very soon. Besos.